Welcome back to our comprehensive guide on the MRCS Part B examination. In Part 1, we covered the fundamentals of the exam, including what it is, eligibility requirements, format, structure and scoring system. In this second part, we'll focus on how to prepare effectively, common pitfalls to avoid, what to expect on exam day, and strategies if you need to retake the exam. Let's dive right in with a detailed preparation strategy. Successful candidates typically spend 4 to 6 months preparing for the MRCS Part B exam. Here's a structured approach to your preparation. Start by thoroughly reviewing the Intercollegiate Surgical Curriculum Program, or ISCP, syllabus. This will give you a clear understanding of what topics to focus on and help you create a comprehensive study plan. Allow yourself 4 to 6 months for preparation. Break down the syllabus into manageable chunks and allocate time for each section. Incorporate regular revision sessions to reinforce your learning. Key resources include official texts such as MRCS Part B OSC, a comprehensive guide by Fishman, Elwell and Besant, Intercollegiate MRCS, an aid to the MRCS OC, and essential revision notes for Intercollegiate MRCS Book 2, for anatomy, Last's anatomy, regional and applied, and Ackland's anatomy videos, though slightly dated, are excellent for cadaveric understanding. Online resources like Anatomy Zone on YouTube are also very helpful. For clinical examination, consider Clinical Examination, a systematic guide to physical diagnosis and MRCS revision, Guide Limbs and Spine. For surgical skills, Clinical Surgery, a practical guide and basic surgical skills course videos are invaluable. Lastly, question banks and practice materials such as MRCS Part B questions, which includes over 3,500 questions with interactive cadaveric anatomy past the MRCs and EMRCS, are essential. Regular practice of clinical examinations is crucial. Work with colleagues or study groups to simulate exam conditions. If possible, practice on real patients during your clinical rotations. Many preparation courses are available for the MRCS Part B. Your trust may have funds to help with the cost. These courses provide valuable insights into what to expect with mock stations and lectures from experienced examiners. When choosing a course, consider content coverage, faculty expertise, format and duration, whether they offer mock exams with feedback and reputation and reviews from past participants. If possible, book sessions at the Wellcome Museum of Anatomy and Pathology at the Royal College of Surgeons in London. This gives you hands-on experience with specimens that may appear in the exam. They also hold open surgery days specifically to aid MRCS revision. For critical care preparation, try to review surgical patients in intensive care or high-dependency units with senior colleagues. Understanding which surgical patients need intensive care and why will help you apply surgical science to real-life scenarios. Develop systematic approaches for different communication scenarios. Using SBAR, situation background assessment recommendation for referrals, techniques for gaining consent, methods for breaking bad news, and strategies for dealing with angry relatives. Sit in on clinics with surgeons to gain experience in these areas and always seek feedback. A personal account from a candidate who initially failed the exam highlights some common pitfalls. Wrong preparation strategy. Simply doing question banks isn't enough. You need to practice in exam-like conditions. Poor time management. Each station is strictly timed. Practice completing tasks within the 8-minute window. Lack of structured approach. Develop systematic routines for different types of stations, such as examination and history taking, not seeking specific advice. Speak with colleagues who have recently passed the exam for targeted tips and resources. Inadequate communication skills practice. Even with strong knowledge, poor communication can lead to failure, particularly in the communication section. On the day of your exam, get adequate rest. Being alert is crucial to avoid missing easy marks. Arrive early, familiarize yourself with the venue, and check in with plenty of time to spare. Dress professionally, wear appropriate clinical attire as you would in a hospital setting. Bring necessary documents. Have your ID and admission documents ready. Stay calm. If you make a mistake at one station, put it behind you and focus on the next one. Treat each station as a real clinical scenario. Many situations are similar to what junior surgical trainees encounter daily. Read instructions carefully. Make sure you understand exactly what's required at each station. Manage your time. Don't spend too long on any single aspect of a station. If you don't pass on your first attempt, don't despair. Many successful surgeons have had to retake exams. The key is to analyze your feedback. The candidate feedback form will show which sections you struggled with. Identify weaknesses. Focus your revision on areas where you scored poorly. Adjust your preparation strategy. Consider different resources or preparation courses. Practice more, especially in scenarios that mirror the stations you failed. Seek mentorship. Talk to senior colleagues who have passed the exam for guidance. Remember, you have a total of 4 attempts to pass, with a possibility of 1 additional attempt under special circumstances. The MRCS Part B exam is challenging but passable with the right preparation and approach. As we've discussed throughout these 2 videos, focus on understanding the format, creating a comprehensive study plan, utilizing quality resources, and practicing in exam-like conditions. Remember that this exam tests not just your knowledge, but your ability to apply it in clinical settings. Essentially, your ability to think and act like a surgeon. With dedicated preparation and practice, you can join the approximately 70% of candidates who pass at each sitting. I hope this 2-part guide has been helpful in your MRCS Part B journey. If you found these videos useful, please like, subscribe, and share them with your colleagues who might benefit. Good luck with your examination.